Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and today we are going to take a look at the Troy Designs Hydro Adventure Pants available at RevZilla.com. So if you are familiar with Troy Designs the way that we are here at RevZilla, you know that this is a company that spends a lot of time out playing in the dirt. And what we're seeing with the new Hydro Adventure Pants is they're taking a step up to the adventure market. So instead of just going with dirt and enduro, they're now going to say, hey, we're going to create something for the rider out there that's maybe on a Kevlar 650 or a DR 650, maybe a Tiger or a BMW or a new Africa Twin. We want to take that rider that's taking their adventure bike, spending a lot of time off-road with it, and give them an option that works. The nice thing about the Hydro Adventure Pants, this is going to be a fully hipora laminated membrane, so this is going to be a waterproof pant from Troy Designs. So as far as sizing is concerned, on my left-hand side I got Pete, who stands at 6 foot, weighs in at 200 pounds, and measures his waist at 34 inches. He is in a size 34, and it fits him spot on. So as long as you're going with the actual waist measurement, you shouldn't have any surprises as far as sizing is concerned. Sizes are going to range from a 30 up to a 44, and there's only one color available, and that is the black version that you see on my left-hand side. So Troy Designs, like I mentioned, this is a dirt company, and they are now pushing into the world of adventure gear. So with the Hydro Adventure Pants, they're going to come around the $225 price point, and they are going to be a full laminated pant to give you a waterproof protection, as well as nice abrasion resistance for those of you out there in an off-road situation. So if you're looking at these, you don't need the over-the-boot design, you want something a little bit more enduro-lined, consider the Radius Adventure. The Radius Adventure is going to be a hybrid. What they're doing is they're taking, a lot of the influence of their dirt pants, and they're infusing more abrasion-resistant materials to give you something that's still going to be in the boot design, but definitely beefed up construction. So for those of you in the middle, the Radius Adventures might be an option to consider. But for those of you that want something more of the traditional adventure look, the Hydros are going to be an awesome option for you around that $225 price point, starting with the waist and working our way through. The main construction on this is going to be a 600D Oxford polyester, and it is going to be a fully hipora laminated membrane with this. So you have all the waterproof protection that you could possibly want baked into this, and you're going to see YKK water-resistant zippers throughout. At the waist, dual snap closure. The one thing here is that there is no gusset behind the zipper. I would have loved to have seen a gusset behind there. You do have Velcro adjusters at the waist, and then as you work your way down the thigh, you have these massive thigh vents with, again, the water-resistant YKK zips. As you open these up, you do get a ton of airflow, direct air flowing through, and the really nice thing about this is that if you do have larger thighs, they actually it acts as almost an expansion gusset for you when you're in the attack position all day and you're really working your thighs. It just gives you a little bit of extra room. Zipping those back up, nice covered gusset to the outside of that, again, helping to push the water off. You will notice as you work your way down the inner part of the leg here around the crotch, it's an Oxford material for, again, added reinforcement. And then as you get down the inside of the knee, you have full leather construction working its way from the knee all the way down to the bottom of the leg to really maximize grip as you're digging that knee into the tank. Pete, I'm going to have you go ahead and face sideways for me. Starting with the top, working our way down the side. One of the things to note with this, again, Velcro adjuster at the top. You do have extra pockets on either side. The pockets will have a water-resistant YKK zip on top of, again, that extra added piece of polyester on top just to help push the water off. And then as you work your way down, the one thing with the knees on this, they are going to be Kevlar reinforcements at the knee. You can see the Troy Design logo, minimal branding overall. And then as you work your way down, extra popper reflectivity working its way down on the cover for the YKK water-resistant gusset zipper. Now as we open this up, the one thing I want to point out, don't confuse this with an over-the-boot pant. You have to take your boots on and off before you put the pants on and off. It's not going to be enough of an expansion with this to be able to put the pants on over top of the boots. But I do want to roll this up so you can see really clearly that hipora laminate on the inside. You can see the tape-covered seams with this. They do a really nice job of giving you a waterproof pant without having any extra bulky liners underneath. Something we would see for a more premium manufacturer, Troy is hitting right out of the gate for around that $225 price point. Now zipping that up, and we're going to snap that down. Pete, go ahead and face backwards for me. Starting with the top, working our way down. The one thing you'll note here is if you've checked out the Radius Adventure, the Radius Adventure has just a ton of elastication in this, and you're not going to see that carried through with the Hydro. The Hydro has definitely more of a full textile construction. That's 600D throughout the entire back. The one place you'll note here is if I pull this up, you'll see accordion stretch at the top of the back of the seat. So they've done a really nice job of covering this with the polyester material, and that's because this is not going to be waterproof. So that's the one possible fail point. If you're in more of a tuck position, you're riding in the rain all day, maybe you're splashing through puddles all day, water is getting up underneath the cover there. That is the one possible place where the hipora waterproof liner isn't going to keep you covered, and you might have water coming through. Working your way down the inside of this, you do have exhaust vents with YKK water-resistant zips. I would have loved to have seen maybe an extra 2 inches of venting there just to help the airflow really push through nicely. And the other thing here is that there's no stretch or elastication to the back of the knee. Maybe for the next version of this, we get a little bit of stretch or elastication back there just to add for the overall comfort. But these are very minor nitpicks for, again, a pair of pants that comes in around that $225 price point. They've done a fantastic job breaking themselves into the adventure market. Pete, you may face forward for me. So for those of you riders out there that have a big ADV bike, that are spending more and more time off-road, and it's time to maybe up the gear because you need a little bit of extra protection, the Troy Lee Hydro Adventure pants are definitely one to consider. Now there's a lot of riders out there that are using Troy Lee design gear already on their bikes. You can always click the info button on your desktop or mobile device, which will allow you to read other rider reviews from folks that are out there right now using Troy Lee design products. If you have more questions for one of our gear geeks, give them a call. 877-792-9455, or simply shoot us an email, cs@revzilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Troy Lee Designs Hydro Adventure Pants. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.